cruel demonic world and want me sonic. Losing brings are worse than me. Like that One Piece Luffy King, I'm out to find that booty, Nami's on it. So what you say out that COVID quarantine, and you're looking good to me. Wanna let me in that Polly Pocket?
Lonely, and I don't know why. I really don't think I'm such a lonely guy.
I've got some problems, but I'm really trying to move on. Yeah, move on. Fucking trends like I'm a winter soldier. No girlfriend, no scully to my molder. I'll pull on the Depends fully when I'm older and still get shaped like a door on this holder. Focus Gold Ranger hater, pink trying to domesticate. Masticate, I get it straight, so I ain't gonna masturbate. Swapping ride and sinking low, faster than my own self-hate. Think I pull like Ricky Bobby, but I'm bagging Ricky Lake. It's just a journey that I'm on. I fuck a lot, don't tell my mom. I suck at bills cause weed's the bomb, and I like the girls when they get that green on. She did something hard to swallow, leaving me. Borrowed drugs and flying blind you with my density. Now I'm back to a future where it's just me in a world of
They call me lonely, and I don't know why. I really don't think I'm such a lonely guy.
I've got some problems, but I'm really trying to move on. Yeah, move on.
They call me lonely, and I don't know why. I really don't think I'm such a lonely guy.
Like the economy, don't call it a recession, cause 1% think it's great and the rest of y'all can lay off. I'm guessing sticking to dick jokes at nearly 40s childhood regression. When the fuck is the payoff? Clearly shorty was a better term than bitches, but when situations got us digging ditches just to pay some bills, we fix it back to burning witches when we should be burning corporations, but we bridges down fixing for pills. But who cares, cause I can make it still be the 1%. Ain't that the thrill? That'll fix it all. Let bears and bulls do their will, but it bears repeating. We full ass can't pay our bills still. Gotta keep the hope alive. American dreams for American lives. You forget your woes when I shuck and jive, and if that doesn't work, scroll me on by. The next video make you happy, you're sure this time. The next video make you happy, you're sure this time. The next video make you happy, you're sure this time. The next video make you happy, you're sure this time.
Got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. Sure, we may not be healthy, but we're cuter than a selfie. Pure like romance market, self-pleasuring, multi-level market selling. Telling how we're always faulty on the shelf, but still be fucking. Fucky knows now Tori's spelling. Let's do Polly, Mary Shelley. Frankly, every dime of Ben Science money couldn't buy the kinds of things I feel inside whenever you are by my side. Hell, let's play shell games with our feelings. I'm on your line, just keep on reeling. You might be null, so fake's appealing. Stay in the weeds like Kevin Nealon. Heaven only knows what I would be without you. Feel big love like I'm Bill Paxton, but I'm broke like Brian Wilson. Should I hold on like his daughter? Is that lining up for slaughter? Be time for wounds to cauterize so we hit heights like my alma mater. This is how it goes. Love is always messy. Gotta confess the best. We probably can't see how to be a we when you keep me guessing. I want to stress that this is a bad situation for me. I should break up with you, but I don't wanna, cause got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. You like my body. Well, they say I'm on the rebound. Boy, your name is Ben Wallace. flawless. Be like Shaq and dunk it back, cause maybe I'm the tallest. But flawless I am not, so I'm questioning that shot. Like Big Ben shooting free throws, but you're really fucking hot. So what do they know? I'm not wounded just because they say so. Clues will bruise me, sure there's pain, but I always stay on like a volcano. Can we be the same though? Not a simple yes or say no when you're clogged up on this dude like your life needs fucking Drano. It's insane though. He treats you like shit. And you can't quit it. Now I've really stepped in it, cause I've got the feels for you and I should just move the fuck on. But I'm not going to, because got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. And you like my body. And you like my body. Got a good fit, and you like my body. Whatever.
They call me lonely, and I don't know why. I really don't think I'm such a lonely guy.
I've got some problems, but I'm really trying to move on. Yeah, move on. Murder on the beat like Godzilla slaying Tokyo. Just left your girlfriend's sheets. Boomerang, Rufio! Hooked her on this beat, Sonic. She was never saying no. Roll 20 on her tabletop, but she got some booty though. Chronic for the ones with positronic brains that wanna laugh that fuck that run but positive. The ones that let you do that catch all positronic. If I'm honest, Betty Well will probably still be here the night I leave this cruel demonic world and want me Sonic. Losing brings are worse than me. Like that One Piece Luffy King, I'm out to find that booty, Nami's on it. So what you say out that COVID quarantine? And you're looking good to me. Wanna let me in that Polly Pocket?
Lonely, and I don't know why. I really don't.
Well, I am not my much prettier girlfriend, but you should stick around and watch what I'm doing anyways, cause I share some stream accounts with my much prettier girlfriend. But I think if you hang out, you'll find out that I am a share a Twitch account. Twitch.com/dorkspace. She's on it, honestly, most of the time. I'm sorry that I'm not the hottie that you were hoping to find. Pretty hot though, if I say so, just not the hottie you were looking for. But I'm playing every game on the Nintendo 64. And every Final Fantasy game that's come before. So please stay and watch me. Por favor. I can't do this song anymore.
Hello. Hello, hi, hello. This stuff's different. It's weird. There's a lot on my belly. I don't know that I like that. This is definitely not anywhere near anything permanent. I'm in my living room. Like, that's not permanent. I got nothing accomplished this weekend. I should start setting some stuff up downstairs. So I basically took all of our current streaming stuff, a mix of that and other stuff, like your good morning. Hello, hi. Or I guess it's morning good to you as well. I took all the stuff that like our normal streaming computer and snuck it out like I was a child trying to sneak out so that I could move into this space without waking Selena. So far, mission seems to be slightly successful, although I'm sure it's going to turn into you were loud once you started gabbing and talking at things. You see where volumes are at. Make sure they make sense. Yeah. What place of Final Fantasy? Maybe. I wonder if I could probably fix this camera so it's not so much my gut. That's probably a thing I can do. Oh, I have it all locked down. Raw. That's me. That's my face. And that's Selena's cow
He can still hang out there, I guess. Put him there. Alright. Cool. Now it's not my gut. It's better. Because life happened, I don't remember where we're at in this thing. I remember we're in some dungeon. Where are we at now in the game? I've missed so much. What's up, Josh? It's just so slow. I feel like Final Fantasy has been lying to us. Nothing seems final about it. Absolutely nothing is final about it. We're in a dungeon towards the end of the game. I couldn't go up there for some reason. That was very weird. That's the fantasy. I get it now. Yeah, the fantasy is that it will someday end. And it won't. It'll never end. It's gonna be like this forever. I truly don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the walkthroughs I was using to try to see if I can even figure out where we were at. Well, he's dead. So that's helpful. Yeah, we were leveling up our Ultima spell here. I remember that much. Hey, those generals hit pretty hard. I should maybe, I need an opal helmet? Maybe? Alright, let's pull the guy. Probably in Palamicia Castle? Maybe. It's the problem with taking like 3 weeks off. I don't remember what we were doing. And I had to set up all the streaming stuff, so I didn't even think to set up the walkthrough. Yeah, we're coming to face Sam the Dark Knight. Of course, Sam was the big evil person of the game. I think we landed on the castle, and we're on our way up. Yeah. I think that's where we're at. Yeah, because we landed on that like castle with the airship. Yeah, once you're all set, hop on the airship, fly over the castle near the arena, and land on the top of the tower. You'll fall all the way down to the first floor. A reminder that exit can only be cast when you're on the 7th floor. Let's go time once you fall down to the 7th floor. Go directly! Okay, yeah, we're climbing up that tower. Dork Duck versus Sam, tune in today. Yeah, exactly. Just as I always forget about inventory being so limited some of these older games, I'm a virtual hoarder. It's so bad in this game, because all of the key items you can't get rid of, and so your inventory is actually shrinking as the game's going on. It's so obnoxious. Okay, I'm gonna try to find my map, because I had a map. Game facts. What is this castle thing called? did all the whirlwind. Is Paramechia, is that it? Oh, those are just like full ASCII walkthrough through the entire game. I just need the map of that level. Oh, here we go, maps and charts. Paramechia Castle map. There we are. Now to figure out what floor we're on, which is fun. To quote Gandalf, none of this looks familiar to me. Did we do this part already? Maybe? Are we further along than I thought? We just popped out of something that has a snake tail like that. Maybe it isn't Paramechia Castle. Wait. We definitely just went into that door. If that's true, it would look like that. It does not. Instead, we're at like the bottom of the screen. Not helpful at all. Recipe sites are the absolute worst. It does kind of have that feel. I'm gonna wander around for a while. Will it be an efficient path then? Oh, I forgot I have a guy dead. I should probably make him not dead. We should probably work on that. Who needs to know where we're going? We got everyone alive. That's all you need. That's all you need. Right? Oh, because I'm not at the... I never went up that path. Okay. So I'm at a thing that looks like that. I truly thought I was at the very bottom of the screen. I'm such a moron. Okay. That's good information. I think then we're on this screen. Here. Yes, and I think I want to wrap all the way around and go... Wait, no, we want to take the 11 to 12. Where's 12 end up at? 12 ends up at a dead end, right? Or no, for 12 you can take 14. No, but we need to take 15. Sorry, these mazes are very confusing. So we want to make sure we take 13. Okay, so we do want to wrap all the way around. Okay. I got it now. We got it, guys. It's good. We figured it out. It took 18 years. But we got there. Something is clearly wrong. We got it figured out, though. Oh, now our fighter's in the back row. That's exactly what you want to see. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Josh says these old games really set you up to have to take risks in a ways newer games don't. I've lost so many dungeon runs to a mob in the way back and yeah. Yeah, you'll have whole runs in some of these dungeons just end over the stupidest, weirdest, silliest things, and you just kind of have to roll with it because that's how it goes. Those damn marbles. Alright, so we're going to... Oh, we have to... whenever someone dies in this game, it auto-adjusts them to the back row. And the back row, for basically the first game that featured a back row, it's very effective in this game, and meaning you can't hit anything from back there, and they can't hit you. Just as I do appreciate this game is early enough not to have the active time, so you can take your choice going through menu choice. Yeah, me too. The active time stuff is fine. It's definitely not my favorite. I much prefer the like, hey, take a second. Yeah, Jeff says I hate active time. I can't rein in my brain for that long. It's really interesting because like the amount of people that are like, ugh, I hate turn-based, and I'm just like, please just let me ponder. let me take a move. Let me think about what I'm doing. Murdered it. Josh says I don't want to die when I get a snack and start the dishes because my brain is white. Same. I want to be able to like get up and you know, it's all the stuff we were talking about Tuesday. It's like I'm someone that people like when I'm available, and it's so much easier for me to be available during turn-based stuff than it is with like, hey Dad, can you mess with this? And I'm like, I can't right now. Fighting the thing. Give me a second. It's so much easier in a game where I can just be like, yeah, what's up? Oh, he's no longer poisoned. Okay. He definitely needs some curing, though. Is an adjustment with this mic setup. I can't hear myself, which is normal for most people. It was an adjustment to be able to be okay with hearing myself in monitors, but now I'm just so used to it that, and her MP is almost toast. Guess we pop this thing. Guess we'll let it go a little longer. Then pop that elixir. She just says I must be able to play live service games and not be needed at any moment for the kids. Yeah. It's just, I remember... Oh, two of these dudes. Cool. I remember playing, when it came out, either Destiny or Destiny 2. It was like I think it was the first Destiny, and I was just like, playing it, and that's when I realized my life had kind of changed, because I was like trying to play, not even a raid, I think it was a strike, with Drew and some other buddies. It's just like, and my wife at the time was so mad because she's like, I need you, we need you, what do you do? And I was like, what's that? And then we died and we had to like keep going, but it was one of those like, you got to start over at like the boss at the end of it, and I was like, guys, I have to go, I'm so sorry. And I don't think I ever played multiplayer games like that really again after that. Not in the same way. Which is a bummer, like, and then we'll hit a time in my life, I'm sure, where, like, I'm old and near retired or am retired, and then I'm just sitting around doing this stuff at all hours of the day and going like, I wish my children would bug me. Because that's the arc of all of our lives. Gosh, those guys hit hard. I have to figure out, Sam was saying I could toggle Discord manually into streamer mode. But it's not beeping at everybody, because it no longer does it on its own. Because Discord made updates that were supposedly helpful. And... let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, don't know how. Just gonna close it out. That's easier for my brain than trying to figure that out right now. Oh my gosh, I almost just closed down OBS. That would have been funny. Quit Discord. Bye, Discord. Okay. How's it going, Mike? Things are going well here. It's I'm streaming in a different room, which was I had several days to plan for, and of course I did nothing, so I was a late start today. I don't know if this will be the solution or not, because it's like, you know, for the next 2 weeks my kids will be here, so like I can't really stream in the living room. But it does mean I was able to start the stream this morning and Selena was able to keep sleeping, so we do have that going. But then I ganked all the streaming stuff from where it lives in our studio, so it's gonna be there's gonna be a lot set up before we stream tomorrow morning. So it's a work in progress. So I gotta get I'm gonna probably this weekend put work into making a little carving out a space in what the studio will be downstairs, although that'll be fun because it's doesn't have a door on it yet or walls really to speak of, and then it's right next door to
the one room that is finished down there. That's my teenager's room. So when 9 a.m. next Thursday, I'm like, hi, we're playing Final Fantasy. I'm sure the teenager would be like, oh my god, Dad, it's summer. What are you doing? Yes, you know, teenagers. Couch stream? Yeah. Yeah, today we get to do the couch stream though, which I would love to be a long-term solution. It's just not when the kids are at the house. It is because it gets me away from the sleeping Selena. Also, I'm sure she would not love all the stuff sitting in the living room in a like a regular amount of time. She will tolerate seeing it today because it meant she got to sleep in. But if it just like sat out here at all times, she might. She said summer sleeping in. What's that? Yeah. Well, that kid doesn't get to do much of it anyways because we have to do summer school classes, which is always fun. Which are also, by the way, $350. Good lord. Being a good parent is expensive. Alright. Because we are making the kid get a job and making the kid slowly pay us back. But that's so much money. And it's like they say all over the stuff, it's just like, hey, you know, your kid might still graduate on time if you don't do this. By the way, it's $350. But I know enough to know that when I make mistakes, they tend to snowball. And so if you don't get on top of the mistakes right away and start to course correct right away, you end up with a situation that could snowball against you pretty darn quickly. So, choosing not to leave my kid to fend for themselves and instead being like, okay, we gotta fix this problem and get on it, and you know, these are the consequences. But good parenting is expensive in so many ways. It's one of those things. I still don't agree with a lot of what my parents did being as just like completely hands-off as they were with stuff. But you start to get it where you're just like, oh, this is costing money and time and spoons. Am I familiar with the Wiggles? I am. I was gonna make a joke where I was gonna like treat them like some like well-renowned band. Like, I've been there since Big Red Car. I've been there since Fruit Salad. Am I familiar with the Wiggles? But I decided I didn't have that energy to make that joke this morning. But yes, I have, so, I was a very young parent, so my oldest, is about to turn 18, and prior to him being born, I took care of my niece and nephews who were, like, slightly older, so I've been basically doing, really, the parenting thing for 18 years, but then for like the last 25 years or so, 26 years, some math is hard, I've been doing the taking care of kids, which was like prime Wiggles time 25 years ago. I didn't know they were still doing things. That's cool. Jill says we saw they were touring right now, so we dropped like 300 to see them in Indianapolis. Sweet, good parenting. I think that's good memories. My kid's mom has taken them to many a Kids Bop concert. So I guess it could always be worse. You could be doing Kids Bop concerts. Just don't, I think the expensive fun with kids is fine, especially if, like, as long as you know, not doing the thing that so many, families do when they do expensive fun, which is, like, everyone just starts spiraling and stressing out. So it's, like, my memories of, like, the expensive fun trips as a kid, it was just, like, everybody fighting, because it's just, like, we spent this much money, everyone has to have fun! You're just, like, the energy is just not... the pressure just gets way too high. So as long as that's not happening, I think it's probably great for everybody involved. Like, you get to go see the Wiggles. The Wiggles are fun. You get to sing Fruit Salad, Nummy Nummy. What is up, Giu? Hello. You can see my couch. And Selena Squishmallow. That's where that name comes from? What name? I'm confused. I don't remember what direction I was going. I have to look at the map. I don't remember where I popped out at. Down. Okay, we're going to 13. Okay. Helps if I actually... In Final Fantasy 14, I'm on the Lamia server. It's not in the... Ah! Okay. I still have not played any of FF14 or 11. I haven't decided yet if those are going to be part of this full run of things. Selena really... Both Selena... I think Sam, just because he likes teasing me about things that I didn't want to do initially. But both Selena and Sam were really pressuring me to definitely play 14 at some point early in the Dork Duck days. But, yeah, no. She says you can solo the story of FF14 and it's really good. I hear it's really good. Yeah, I'd have to do it that way, because I don't play well with others. Jill says 14 is worth a playthrough for sure. Also, they're Greek. Who's Greek? Not me, I'm very Irish. I had this weird thing where I was halfway through talking with another Irish person of just like how good we are at like bottling things up and just taking things in stride, and just like if doing anything, just like drinking a lot. And then I had this like half moment in my head where like I was about to make it as a complete joke, joking about like the centuries long oppression from England we went through and how that probably contributes to our overall demeanor, and then I was just like, yeah, it's too sad of an observation. We're just gonna mosey on through life. We don't need to look at any of that too hard. It's fine. The Lamia L is not in the Japanese vocabulary. Oh, okay. I know it's a real creature, but all the games have referenced an enemy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't keeping up with chat there, sorry. You need to just die, sir. They hit so hard, these generals. I suppose it makes sense. Greek gods go after abusing women is to turn them part snake for some reason. Medusa, Lamia, oh. Yeah, that's not... When I was a kid, it's one of the weirder things to sort out with this hyper-evangelical thing is, like, we watch so much Greek mythology stuff. Like, for someone who was, like, not allowed to watch, like, anything that had anything to do with witches, because, it, you know, you can't, right? It's the worst thing possibly ever. Something to do with witches. We watched a lot of things. We watched like a lot of Clash of the Titans. Like not the remake, but like the OG claymation special effects one. So, and I remember, I think I don't know that I was allowed to watch the Medusa scene, because I think her boobs are out. I'm trying to remember. But it was like, there were scenes in that movie that I was just like, not allowed to watch. But it was a movie that was on like regular play in the house. You said that said, I think Lamia specifically cheated with Zeus, so Hera spited her. Medusa is generally actually nicer. Like, she doesn't hunt people out, she just wants to be left alone. Lamia hunts you down. I kind of respect the vibe of just like, just leave me like, just don't bug me. Alright, so we're at a fairly straight shot up to the boss stuff at this point, but knowing this game, this is where we tragically die. Or hit just a thing of like, well, we can't heal past this. Currently, we're in decent shape, but this game, man. Speaking of which, there's these guys that curse you with every single different status effect. Jesus Medusa's in actual Greek depictions is more sad and tragic. She's crying in official carvings. In a more post-Christian stuff, she's vilified, but she wasn't originally a villain. I have a fun fact for you, Jeff. Okay, sad fun fact, but it's snake-based. I'm always here for snake facts. I love snakes. Got a pillow? Okay. I don't know what to do with pillow, but I got it. Okay, we're mostly okay. The reason snakes are so vilified is because they were so good in Celtic faith and a lot of pagan faith, aka almost all native culture saw snakes as the good guy protectors, and Christianity vilified them to vilify us. Huzzah! Cool. Love it. Yeah, every once in a while I come across like posts and things about the Irish plight, and like, by the way, there was no actual potato famine, and it was just like it's this shit's rough, man. I don't I don't think I'm like smart and educated enough to have like strong opinions about any of that stuff. Other than like, why don't we just like love and take care of people? I never understand. Like Naga, nice Medusa, tragic, but hey, she got pet snakes. Lyre used snakes to bring the terminally ill to heaven. Medical symbol, Greco-Roman depictions of snakes healing people. The Irish aren't really Celtic, that's why they killed most of the Celtics. Oh. Yeah, see, not smart and educated enough to know any of these things. Alright, let's, Native Americans also had pet snakes. And snakes have, like, really gotten shafted. Of just, like, hey, let's erase all of these cultures that love and respect you and replace it with just cultures that are like, ah! Because I never thought about it too, but like the whole Bible basically starting with like, hey, everything was perfect till a snake fucked it up. Doesn't bode well for snakes either. Just as a lot of the evil Christian imagery was anti-Welsh, and the snakes got a really bad hand because they were massive in our culture. Yeah, it fucking sucks. It's silly. And they're just little guys. They just, you know, will hang out like the rest of us. Getting increasingly nervous. We're basically at the end. There he is. There's Sam. Sincerely sitting there on the throne. Oh yeah, Lena is Sam's sister. This is very tragic, everything that's happening here. Well, so you get to name everyone at the start, and I was just like, hey, Sam, Lena, Vince, let's go. And then Sam and Lena ended up being brother and sister, and Sam's been gone this whole time. And then he turned out to be the villain. This is very dark. Sincerely, Sam says, what do you think rules this world? It's the power. That's a very Sam thing to say. Very Sam thing to say. I became the emperor. I will not waste that power. Now, Lena, clear my way. What? I don't know what's happening now. Well, Sam, I revived with the power of Hades. You, the emperor? Don't make me laugh. We don't need two emperors, and I am the one. This is another very Sam thing to say. You monster, nobody takes my empire. Yep. You know how Sam's always with the empires. She says, like, he's not wrong. Power does rule the world, just not as justification. Right. Empire. Ha! No need of it anymore. I am here again to kill all living things and destroy the world. Now be glad to be killed as the very first ones. Retreat! Get on the dragon! Where are you going? This music's cool. Edward, come, monster! Emperor, fool, die! Edward, wah! Lena, Edward! I'd like to point out, too, The last game, no one talked to each other like this. This is such a level up from Final Fantasy 1. It's pretty amazing. Okay. Hi. Jeff, Dark Lord, what happened? Emperor revived. The Dragoon to let us run away. Joseph, Mingu, Sid, Edward, all are gone. We've had enough. Sam, the Emperor must be destroyed. Sam, let's do it together. Oh, we reunited with Sam. Okay. I love how everyone's just like, it's okay. That whole Dark Lord phase, you're fine. Alright, Lita. He was corrupt, it's valid, yeah. Sam's here now. Okay. Also, that definitely looks like Sam right there. Okay. Hey, we did it. So that's cool. Okay, sorry, just trying to figure out what we're doing next here. Sorry, I'm trying to lade through all of the, like, you should level up to this point, you should this to this point. Okay, I still don't fully understand where we're going, because the guide was like, remember when I told you where this thing was? And I don't remember. We're supposed to talk to Gordon? Hi, Gordon. A castle appeared with Revival of Emperor. It must be the castle of Hades. Pandemonium. Okay, so we have to go to the castle that appeared. Once upon a time, when evil things filled this world, it came through a path called Jade. Oh, okay. Oop. There's a place of that name in Mystia. Okay. There's a small lake in Mystia. It's an anecdote of an old Cashion. Okay. It leads you to the Hades. I would love to go to the Hades. She said, I mean, to be fair, if you were to make Sam evil, he'd be like this since it's everything he's against. That's true. I said, also, as a historian, the answer is the Roman Empire sometimes. Not most of the time, but it was okay sometimes. Yes. He was corrupt as foul. Also, I've been trying to catch you on, because I've been sending everyone different art pieces that I've been working on. I love to see art pieces. Yeah, we haven't been on as much lately. We've dialed down stuff quite a bit as life has just gotten crazier and crazier. I love looking at art though. Hey! That looks amazing. I like that a lot. Especially as someone who's like, I can't color for shit. That when someone, can sometimes pencil sketch, but when someone does like actual like color work in their art, I'm always like super impressed. Because I'm so bad at that. Yeah, my current art project looks a lot like this. There may or may not be a Rad Raptor RPG in the works. We'll see if it goes from something that is just like silly and fun to something that's like actually being put out there, but yeah, let's save. Alright. We're gonna take a break, run some ads so people can hop in and out without Twitch yelling at them. In which case, it'll advertise a whole bunch of times for shows that aren't accurate anymore. I haven't made new graphic stuff yet, so don't listen to any of that. Use this as a time to go take your meds, do whatever it is you need to do. I need to take my meds. I need to find my meds and then take my meds. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. See you soon. It was good.
Maybe I'm a morning person and I just don't know it. What the hell, dude? I wouldn't know. I've been staying up until like 2 a.m. every night. You're so mean.
Maybe I could play in the NBA.
Okay.
You know that moment in The Matrix?
I used to wake
where they
up.
point at the sign
Bro, I
and see
used
the
to-
oracle.
I
It's like,
used to wake
know what
up-
that means? Know
I used
thyself.
to wake up at like 6 a.m. every day and go to McDonald's and work. And like,
I knew you then. You hated it. Advice, relationship advice, relationship advice.
that's real low, man. It's real low hanging fruit.
Is relationship
I'm
advice?
just saying relationship advice. There's gotta be other words.
Oh, he's kind of cute. Guessing I'm not going to feel that way in a few minutes, but... He's like a big weird puppy. With human feet. Big weird puppy with human. I don't like the feet. Oh yeah, you get that chin back on, buddy. Okay. Okay. You got kind of a caboose. I
Gosh,
did.
Jeff.
I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Try or do. There is no try.
Yeah.
Whatever the saying is. Do or do not. There is no try. That's what I meant. I couldn't word. Selena, because
So the first time she stayed over, it was just like.
yeah, yep. Yep.
Ba, ba, ba,
And I
ba.
couldn't fucking find the remote because I didn't know this man's bedroom. So I'm like fucking, oh my god. It's like the most stressful booty call of my life. I've never had any other booty calls, so I can't really
But
compare
Selena,
them to
if you wake
anything.
up.
My favorite thing though is like me talking about how I don't like feet, because it came up once in like just regular conversation and the kids were there and Logan was like, I can pick things up with my feet. Do you want to see? And I was like, absolutely not. No, don't you fucking dare. She's like, I'm so good at it though. I'm like, I'm sure you are, but like, I don't want to like, no, like, I'm sure it would be impressive, but no. You can gaslight me, but at least be good at it. At least, like...
I'm not gaslighting.
Okay, great.
Oh no, a stampede of wildebeest is coming. What do? Do you, my dad will protect me.
I don't have a dad. We established this last time.
Do kidding. Now it's looking like beloved actor Keanu Reeves may be the voice of Sonic's rival in Sonic 3 movie.
Just when I thought Shadow couldn't get more fuckable. No, I'm just kidding.
The Margot Robbie get your bag moment where it's just like everyone's gonna let her do whatever.
We don't need to play the intro again. We already did the intro. That's fine. I found my meds. Found my meds. Took my meds. Meds were taken. This setup, I definitely have to wear my glasses in this setup. Which I realize I don't do on stream often. So like, I think it's scarier though. I think when someone who doesn't often wear glasses wears glasses, it's never scary. But hello, Sam. But Phil and Ark is done. Now I'm a weak fish. Hello. Good morning. I think it's scarier when someone who wears glasses all the time suddenly doesn't wear glasses than when someone who normally doesn't puts them on. Is my theory. That may or may not be true. Make sure everything's hitting like it. Okay. Cool. I did find my meds. I took my meds. I hope you all had a good break. You would never know this because Crayon never draws me with glasses, but I can't see for shit without my glasses. I mean, I know that. Just conversationally, those are things that I've learned. What is Sam equipped with? He looks so moody. You have a flame sword. You're dual wielding a flame sword and a poison axe. Alright. I can dig it. You are moody? Okay. Every one of our towns is still pretty much destroyed. Alright, so we gotta go down to Mistio. I think it's down this way. And apparently there's a special lake with a special path to hell in it. What we were told. I think we'll just go to the town proper first and then maybe ask people about it. Well done, you revealed the tower. Go to Finn, the princess's way. We did all that. Hi. Oh, Mingwu, but he fulfilled his part. Rest in peace. Oh, yeah. Everyone dies in this game. Instead of Sam, Sam somehow lives, and I love how they're just like, Darkhold. The phase of being a complete... Trying to be the Dark Emperor is done. Just join up. You're good. We did all that. You're pretty cool like that. Yeah. YouTube is very silly. Why is YouTube very silly? What does the pillow do? She used in Crisis? I'm sorry, don't be... I just was like, don't be in Crisis, but I realized that's not a helpful thing to say. I'm just gonna sell that thing so that I can... I don't want to replace the elixir I used. I've been playing a battle royale for years and like 80% win rate, and it wants me to get an achievement. How do if they're all super rare and intense ones left? Yeah. In my attempt to breathe new life into the channel, I post one short and the channel goes up like 600 views, and then we lost subscribers. People follow for like one singular thing they see, then unfollow when they realize not every video is the exact same. That's silly. I always feel that way too about that stuff. Although I remember the era of YouTube where you were meant to kind of look at you were like meant to have set up like channels. That's why they were called channels, with like several different types of shows on them. And we are definitely in an era where instead of that, it's like, no, you're supposed to have, this is the channel where we do this thing and one and only thing, and we have 10 different channels. Follow us on all 10 different channels. And it's very weird. Alright, well that was no help at all. Let's try to see if we can... This is a... That's not a lake, that's like the ocean. A lake by Mystia. That's a lake. Does it... I don't know that it looks like it has a path to hell in it, though. Looking for a lake with a path to hell. We'll play a little bit of this. We'll find the path to hell. And then I might show you guys some of what I've been working on. It's pretty exciting. They said it's been interesting to see this face of Twitch YouTubers that has a channel, a VOD channel, and a Clips channel. Yeah. Like the old era where people had a channel, a vlog channel, and a gaming channel. Yeah, and it's like... It's one of those things that drives me crazy with this stuff, because it's always like, one person does that and gets a level of success, and then it's like, they do it because they're being like original people. And then, but then everybody does it, and then it just becomes noise. And I don't understand people. Apparently, if we go to this castle and give Richard's wife the password Dragoon, she'll give us Excalibur. That's the thing we're supposed to be doing now. Nothing told us to do that. That's really weird. Are we just to think to do that? Or is that just a thing you can do? That's neat if it was like nothing really points you there, but you're just like... The notion of just like, well, he died, we should go talk to his wife is what brings you there. I kind of like that. I wish I wasn't such a dumbass and I would have thought of that myself. I also, in my slight defense, not that this really covers it, but I wouldn't have thought that this game would have thought through that kind of stuff, which is like pretty neat. I also would have to remember where that castle is. Go to Disc Castle. So that's where the Jade Passage is. Okay, Dreadnought. Chocobo, Keep. Falls Settlement, Snow Cavern, Dice... Are they talking about Dice Castle? I no longer know. We'll try that. Sam says I'm very excited for you to see the the new game collection shorts. Shiki might do the August one. I picked the game, but it's the one she really loves, so she is at least helping me write it and record gameplay. She may do the voiceover, but she is shy. Yeah, I love this direction for everything. And then said to Ju, you don't. There's less stress that way. That's also accurate. Let's see if we can find this guy's wife. That feels like a pretty noble quest to do if we can pull it off. And I guess yeah, that's the path. Look at that path to hell. That's the path to hell we're looking for. Sure looks like a path to hell. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to... Hellacious, really. I love how many things in this they softly reuse in 4. Yeah, as someone who really likes 4 a lot, that is me. I think this game is a pretty important Final Fantasy. Oh, look, this town's still alive. Okay. Not every town is murderlated. I think... over here, maybe? I have to look at the map again. Okay. Where'd our snow stuff go to? Use that as a... okay. Yeah, this stuff down here. I think they're talking about this castle. Which, Excalibur was the last thing I got, basically, in Final Fantasy 1. Pretty close to it, so... if that's what we're doing here, that's pretty monumental. Oh, was it? I have too many... okay. Can I drop the pillow? What does the pillow do? Goodbye, pillow. I never figured out what you did, I'm sorry. He said he would come back to me. Do I not have the password in order to... Right, Dragoon. We will leave this and go somewhere else. Oh yes, I have to give you this. This is the legendary treasure of the Dragoons. Oh, bye! But bye! That's quick. It was, alright. I like the blood sword. Blood sword was neat just in, like, because it always took a percentage, so in boss battles it was fun. I suppose I could give it to Sam. Is Sam gonna stay around? I don't know. I don't know. Is Sam here for the long haul? We may never know. But hey, we got Excalibur. Do you want an answer? Kinda, yeah. I just don't know whether to give you important equipment or not. This is final party. Okay, cool. I would assume so, but you're basically at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna peek right now at the Because then we can finish this off next week, and I get to start working on a long Final Fantasy II video. Yeah. Yeah, so we're not going to start the Pandemonium dungeon right now. We're at the end. That's crazy. And yeah, we're obviously not going to finish the game in 11 minutes or 21 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys something cool if you guys want to see something cool. You're excited for the FF2 video? I just rewatched the FF1 video a few days back. Yeah. I have a lot of fun making those. Maybe that'll be my Father's Day. Is just be like, Happy Father's Day! Get out of my room so I can make a 20 to 40 minute long video essay. Alright. Let's switch up all of these. Alright, let's save state here just in case anything happens. Say goodbye, Final Fantasy. Goodbye. And let's try. Oh, I guess I have a screen. What does this look like? That's too much me. Hi, this is my living room. I didn't plan on showing that much me off, but I guess that's where we're at. Let's do some of this, and even, yeah, we don't need that much me. We don't need that much me. That's perfect. That's plenty of me. And I'll try to show this off. I don't have all my screens, so I'm not going to be able to see chat as well while I'm doing it. We pull some Steam up. Show you guys what I've been playing around with. Because this the group that watches me play Final Fantasy would be the most interested in this. I have to log into Steam as Selena because apparently their whole family share stuff on Steam does not apply to software, which is dumb. Okay, go away. Let's but yeah. I'm gonna probably keep touching base with you guys about this stuff because it's cool. But my whole thing with most of my like weird art project stuff is that sometimes stuff ends up being just for me and just like for fun, but I always make things that like if I wanted to do more than that, right? Like I could. And so sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to capture this stuff. Let's do window capture, I guess. Is yeah, I've been playing around with RPG Maker, and I've been slowly making an RPG in which RJ the Rad Raptor saves the world, or saves comic books rather, not the world. So this little opening screen, let me see if I can capture the actual window of the playtest. Yeah, this is so this is not it, obviously. This is like all the default stuff. that you get when this opening screen, and then it just like, what's the thing? So this is, none of this is stuff I've done thus far. Oh, I think I can pull it up so where I can see the chat. Cool. And then Rad Raptor is alright too, for what I hear. Yeah. So this music, this town music is mine. I made that. And then I've been working on the party of RJ the Rad Raptor, Jeff, and Lena. RJ doesn't even have a he doesn't have a graphic yet, because I can't figure out how to make a raptor there, but there you go with that. But made the music for this area. Welcome to Starting Townsville. Our town gets its name from its founder. This is the first joke in the game. Or Evan, Starting Townsville founder. Because it's me, because it'll have jokes. So I've basically built out this town, and then not much else. And because I'm me, I spent way too much time on this mechanic here, which is like so you have, you know, a shop here, right? For defense items, and a shop for weapons, right? All cost 500. All cost 300. But if you like my brother's hat, yes I do. Don't tell my twin that, it looks terrible. And now when I go to shop, now they're all 30,000. So now the price is normal. But if I walk over here and I tell him no, I don't like his hat. Now when I go to shop, why? I don't know. I just, that took like a whole day's work, and it's such a stupid joke, but that's me. That's what I that's yeah. So there's not much here, but it's a town, and I'm starting, and then I made this. This is the town music that I made. Were you able to get it to lock the prices? It would. I specifically, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got it all to work the way I was trying to. What I didn't get it. What I was struggling with before is every time it would pull up the menu for the wrong prices, and then it would pull up the menu for the right prices, because it would just do both, and like programming wise I had to flip-flop them. Alright, so we have a functioning inn that works as an inn. Also, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to pull it off long term with other pianos in the game and making the variables carry around, but one of my favorite mechanics from any video game ever is Final Fantasy V, where your character can slowly learn to play the piano by interacting with each piano, and so I'm going to try to do that. Sim said, Jeff, if you can't play that piano, I'm retiring my mod sword. You can, but only once, like in FF5. Do you know why that's a thing in 5? Like, there's actually a reason to learn piano? I don't. I just remember loving it. That's basically it. That's like a week of my life. There's not much here. But it's neat. I did get this door as a passport door. And it doesn't lead to anywhere right now. I think that was it, right? Right now it just dumps you in the inn. If I can pull it off, one of the things I would really like to do with this nonsense project is put a lot of hidden starting characters in. Not starting characters, but like hidden characters in. Like, so basically what you're looking at there will be your party in the game. But I would love to do a thing where you can go through and, like, over the course of the thing, actually acquire a bunch of, like, other potential party members along the way. That's one of my favorite. Shining Force 2 has that mechanic where there's a bunch of, like, missable party members. And, like I said, I don't know if I can pull that off, but part of how I learned that as a kid is because they didn't fully pull it off. There's a scene in Shining Force 2, where, like, this whole starting area starts to, like, crumble, and it shows, like, a cinema of you and your entire party, like, running to safety. And I remember there was suddenly this turtle running with me, and I was like, what in the world? Why is there a turtle hanging out with me? And it's because they messed up the scripting, so, like, if you forget to grab him, he's still in that cinema. And so, like, I went back and started the game over and looked around, and I found the turtle, and he's, like, one of my favorite characters in that game, too. But he's completely missing. He's just like he's a turtle that's, like, locked in a cage, and then once everything starts collapsing, if you look, like, his cage comes open, so you can, like, grab him, and he can, like, run with you, and it's so cool. I love stuff like that, of, like, hey, it could actually be completely missable. And I would love to do stuff like that, and especially, you know, that's where I might hide, like, potentially, you know, maybe a Sam, who's hopefully not a Dark Emperor in this game. Sam says if you don't learn enough, you can't learn their songs. I guess it's meant to be like the player's music comprehension. That's very cool. Learning to play piano doesn't exactly transfer to harp singing. Looks neat. Thank you. I've been having a lot of fun. Like I said, if I do nothing else with it, that's fine too. If it's just something I play around with for fun and it's never something that I release or do anything with, that's cool. But my brain likes it. But I highly recommend messing around with this for anyone. And this is other than, you know, the RJ, the Raptor. It's all pretty much starting art. And then that they just include in the game, which in most instances people would be like, you should never make an RPG Maker game with just all the, like, included art. And I kind of get that, but also, like, this then makes something that you could kind of just make, and if you want to switch it out with other art later on, you can, or if it's a silly project for people that like Rad Raptor, Dork Duck stuff, that's fine too, and it doesn't have to be like a big crazy thing. And then what is cool is even though it's whatever art it includes in it, and why is Lena so good? Sam asks, it's because Lena did it, which she saw me doing it. She's like, ooh, I want to make me. So they have this. I wonder if that's popping up in there. It's not. Let me see if I can get that window. Show. Because this is included in the yeah, this is included in it as like, even though you're using the base included art, all the character stuff, they have like a generator. So you can go through when you're making a thing and just be like, okay, well, I'm making Sam, so I want him to have purple hair. As we all know, Sams have purple hair. Right? And so you can go through each thing and like basically make a character that way and change the clothes and change the image and change everything. Why RJ doesn't have an image yet is because there's no dinosaurs in all this. Generating a dinosaur is a taller order, and so I'm gonna have to figure out something with that. But yeah, that's what I've been messing around with. Thanks for indulging me in peeking at it. I'll probably give various peeks on this show. Sam said I did have purple hair for a long time, but I got tired of dyeing it, and then I got too broke to waste money on dye. Yeah, that would be me too. I can't imagine like the effort and simultaneously the effort that it would take to dye stuff. And also just the money. I would not be into it. If we've never had this conversation, all my emotes have hair colors I've had. Oh, nice. That's cool. But yeah, I occasionally on this show, this particular one, this Thursday morning Final Fantasy thing, which will not usually be in my living room. It is today. Because, as I said earlier, I just basically took everything from our streaming room and just brought it out here for the most part, with some stuff that wasn't there. Like, I didn't move any of the monitors or any of the things, but I'm just on our streaming computer, which is not an ideal long-term solution. But we'll get this all figured out. I will probably, by next week, we'll see, hopefully I have the spoons this weekend, start to set something up in what will eventually be the studio space downstairs. But it'll be like, Jeff, why are you in a cave? It's going to have that kind of energy to it. And that'll be the Thursday morning things. But occasionally on the Thursday morning things, we'll poke into like what's happening with RJ Saves RJ Saves Comics, the game, the RPG, and how that's developing along. Sam says cave energy is good energy. And purple was the longest / most frequent, so it became the branding. I get that. It was White Claws for me for a long time. By the way, when we finish next Thursday, when we hopefully finish Final Fantasy, afterwards, as we were talking about on YouTube, we will do a Final Fantasy 2 video, which I got to put a lot of work into. That'll become the new all-consuming project for a while, and so it won't be instantly. So tune in next Thursday to this show to watch me beat FF2, hopefully, and then tune in later at that YouTube link. And right now you can go to that YouTube link and watch me talk about Final Fantasy 1. Sam said it's one of the favorite things that I've done. It's one of my favorite things I've done. I put a lot of work into it. I'm planning, and hopefully we'll get to succeeding at putting more work into the FF2 one. So, and it's upon us. It's kind of crazy. So it's not going to come out instantly or anything. But that's the show. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thanks for your patience as all of this stuff is all wibbly wobbly till we get our feet under us again in this new schedule and some newer setups and everything else. But I was able to come out here and do this. Selena was able to sleep. Obviously, a living room's not a permanent solution, but you're okay, Sam. I was late too. I was like a good half hour late because I was like, oh, I didn't do any of that, and then I had to then make sure all this would work. So yeah, and yeah, have a wonderful day. We'll be here tomorrow morning, theoretically at 9. Not here, but back in there, doing a co-video game stream. And Selena, the first schedule I presented had her basically only doing a Dork Duck stream on Tuesdays, and she was like very adamant. I very much want to do a co-video game stream still. So that'll be happening tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I appreciate you all. Be honest, be kind, be useful.